Planters are fun and easy builds and a great DIY beginner project. I'm going to show you how to build a basic planter box that you can use inside or outside, depending on the size of the materials you're working with and type of finish you apply. This specific planter will be indoors. You can make a planter out of cedar fence pickets or scrap wood. I had leftover pieces of maple plywood from a previous build, so that's what I went with. For the legs, I went with premium pine 1x2s and cut 4 pieces down to 36 inches, which will be the height of the planter. For a larger planter, you can use 2x3s or 2x4s for the legs. You will need a total of 5 pieces to build the planter box. 2 pieces for the longer sides, 2 for the shorter sides, and a bottom piece as the base. And save those scraps because you can use those as supports for the base of your planter. Now that you've made your cuts, it's time to assemble the planter box. This is where those small pieces of scrap wood come in handy. I like giving the bottom of planter boxes a little extra support, so I add scrap wood pieces to all 4 sides to hold up the bottom piece. I'm also using a piece of scrap 1x2 to make sure the support pieces are not in the way of where the legs will be. Depending on the size of the planter box, I like using wood glue and either pin nails or screws to attach the support pieces. Since this is a smaller indoor planter, I decided to go with glue and pin nails for this build. I waited a day for the glue to dry and did a quick dry fit before gluing up the box. As you can tell, the corners don't meet. That is because the 1x2 legs will be going in the corners from the top all the way down. So for dry fitting purposes, I used 1x2s just to make sure my measurements were good before the final glue up. Everything looked good, so I started by gluing the base piece to all of the supports. Here's a tip for you. When you start your glue up, start by gluing and nailing in the shorter sides. The reason you want to do this is, since nothing is glued in place yet, you can easily move the longer pieces out of the way to fit your nail gun into the tight spaces. Repeat this process for the longer sides and use that scrap piece of 1x2 to make sure your spacing is correct. And then you seal the deal with pin nails. If you plan on doing the complete glue up in a day, clamps will be your best friend to keep everything together while the glue dries. You just want to make sure you don't over tighten anything with the clamps. You can cut up a few scrap pieces the width of the planter and put them inside the planter to make sure you don't clamp anything too tight. Let the glue set for about an hour or so and then move on to the final part of the glue up, which is the legs. These are also attached to the planter with glue and pin nails. You can turn the box on its side to give you a flatter surface to work with as you attach the legs. Congratulations, you just built a planter. All the planter needs now are the finishing touches. So I'm going to quickly fill the gaps at the top edge of this plywood with glue and sawdust. Then I'll give the whole piece a quick sand before moving on to paint. I'm using a black all-in-one paint because I love the silky finish this particular paint leaves, and it saves me a few steps of the painting process because no priming is required. After painting the whole planter black, this is what we ended up with. This build only took a couple of days, but was so fun. I'm always so happy with the end result when building planters, especially after seeing the final product with the greenery in it. And like I said before, it's a great beginner project that can be easily customized to go in any space, indoors or outdoors.